Well, I think there's always ways to find improvement because football is not an individual sport. It's not like you're a golfer or tennis player. Or, you're always working with lots of other guys. So there's always ways to. It's not necessarily just my improvement, but how my improvement relates to the rest of the team. And we all change from year to year. The strengths of our team, change every year based on who's out there, who's playing, what schemes are working. You always try to play the strengths of your team. So the more strengths we can have, the tougher it will be to defend. But me as an individual, I always try to be the same. I think I try to be pretty consistent for a long period of time. So that's that's really a great motivation for me, is to be the same caliber player that I've always been for this team, and for the team to really depend on me. So I don't have a lot of worries that they'll have to worry about me. I think that people pay to watch the games on TV is because there's a scoreboard. I mean, I think that's what it's all about. If there was no scoreboard, then people wouldn't tune in and watch. I think that's what it's all about. So if there was only one stat that matters, and that's because the competition in the NFL is very high, extremely high, on a daily basis. You're competing. I think some individuals compete against other guys, and some compete against themselves. So even if you don't have someone that you're competing against, if you're the type of person that competes against yourself, you're always going to get better because there's always competition. And the guys that I've been around that find ways to do that and motivate themselves, those are the best players. They don't have to wait for a Sunday in September to figure out if they're competitive. You figure that out in March. You figure that out in February, at the end of February, when no one else really is working. What the competition that you have, what's inside of you, and how that's going to really help your team and build your team to be more competitive, because that's all infectious. And that's what you can't sit here and compare one year to another year, or compare this player or that player. I think winning games is the most important thing, certainly for this organization. And when you come here, you learn that pretty quickly, that whatever matters to you as an individual, it's far distant from what the team goals are. And the team goals are one thing: to score more points than the other team. I think things for me have become just more clearly focused for what I need to do to help us. And I want to do this for this team for as long as I possibly can. And I love playing football for this team and for this organization. And my goal is to continue to play at a high level, and there's nothing that really gets in the way of that.